Good morning, beautiful people of the world. Good morning. It is Thursday. I can never say that word. Thursday, April 10th, 2025. How you guys doing this morning? How you guys doing this AM? Getting ready to go make the donuts, y'all. Again. Y'all pray my strength, because I'm starting to hate this job. And that's not a good thing, you know? It's not a good thing to hate where you work. But I'm starting not to like this job at all. I really am getting to that point. And it's not really, it's kind of like now all of it. At first I was like, oh, you know, it's not the job, the duties, but it's kind of getting to be that, and it's the people. Now, you all know yesterday I told you all that my back, I took Tuesday off because my back was hurt. So when I called in on Tuesday, we have a hotline, a call-in hotline, and they ask you to state the reason why you're not coming in. And then your recording or whatever, they send it to your department after you tell them what department you calling, because where I work is many departments. So you have to say what department and what's your trade. So if you're a labor, if you're a lampman, if you're a lineman, if you're a foreman, blah blah blah, they want you to say all of that. Okay. So I said in the recording that they sent to my foreman that you know, I was sick, and I said what was wrong. It was my back. So why when I get there yesterday, the foreman sends me out to do potholing? And so I just looked at him like, I said, okay. I said, and I wasn't argumentative. I said, I don't know how much of that I'm gonna be able to do, because my back is messed up. I'm still in pain. Today I got up. I'm not in as much pain as I was Tuesday and yesterday. It's better, but it's like it's a strain in my back. I can't explain it. It's like I'm not standing right or something. I don't know what it is. It could be a lot of factors. It could be arthritis. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But anywho, I'm leaving out a little bit later too. But anyway, you know, and so I'm just like, why are you sending me out here? So he said me and two other guys, one white guy, one black guy. White guy, I don't trust him at all. Not at all. And so the black guy that I was with, he just really, I love him to death as a brother, but when I tell you he is bossy and controlling, I can't stand no bossy, controlling ass person. I said that on here the other day, talking about my other coworker. But anyway, nevertheless, he sent all three of us. And so we get out there, and I'm like, I couldn't even bend over to get the shovel. Now, this is what I didn't understand. They got me working on this. They pretty much had me as a surveyor. They had me surveying. And you have me surveying all these areas of where people are calling in and saying that it's a pole here, it's a pole there. And you're talking about that, you know, it's priority that I get these open tickets done. Okay. So, I'm just confused. So I didn't give him no pushback. I was like, okay. So I went out there, and I couldn't do nothing. You know, so I don't know if they went back and told them that I didn't do nothing. I don't know. But hey, you sent me. And so the foreman the foreman of the truck, he's like, why are you out here if you cannot, you know, stand out here and dig. And I said, hey, I said, I don't know. I said, I do not know. I have no clue. So, he was like, that just don't make sense to me. I was like, in other words, what I was saying was, hey, this they thing. I don't ask no questions. I don't give no pushback, because we had a whole meeting about that. You know, I don't give no pushback. This is what they want me to do. This is what I'm going to do. So he was like, this is just crazy. I was like, it is. I was like, it is. I said, but you know, if this is what they want, I said, this is what they're gonna get. And I said, and I'm sorry, but I said, I didn't come in yesterday because of my back. I was like, I can't do it. So I don't know if they're gonna send us back Friday and Monday to do the same thing. I don't know, but I know they're not gonna send us today. Who knows where I'm going today? It's like a you never know from day to day what's gonna happen. You know, you don't know from day to day where you're gonna be. They tell you this is gonna be your main assignment, and then it changes. They act like they short on laborers, and it's just, I'm telling you, they keep talking about they got these big projects coming up, a lot of big projects coming up. And then they pick and choose who they give the overtime to. It's just a mess there. It's just, I just go and I be glad to go. I be looking for Friday like a fat kid looking for cake. For real. Seriously, I just be ready to go. Then this afternoon, I have to pick up Christopher's report card. And he told me that he didn't make the honor roll. He's really disappointed. I said, listen. I said, did you get any F's? He's like, no. He told me his GPA was 3 point something. Them teachers up there, they have to do a half-ass job. And then Christopher, you know, also something don't do his part, and that pisses me off. I said, I'm not going to go up there and advocate for you when you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. He said, he showed me all the stuff that he had did and how they didn't turn the grades in. So when I go up there, I'm going to talk, because he has Power School where he can go in, he can look at his work, his assignments. He can look at when they turned it in, the date and the time. He said, look, all of these are pending where they ain't turned it in. But he's not on academic probation, so that's a good thing. So I'm like, one more year of this. One more year. He was like, one more year and I'll be out of that school. I said, yeah. I said, but you know what? Then you have to go work on the job and deal with an asshole. You know, you have to go to work and you have to deal with an asshole. And that's the thing, you know, life, all your life you're going to have to deal with something or somebody that you don't care for. That's just the way it is, you know. You just got to, and I was telling him this, I said, you got to learn how to navigate through the BS to survive, right? So anywho, you all, that's what happened yesterday. So I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna have me do today. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. They keep saying, you know, they want to get these these surveys down. They want to get these whatever on y'all. On y'all, not on me. So it is Throwback Thursday, you all. It's Throwback Thursday. We're gonna throw it back. In the comment section, you can put back your because since you all can't post your pictures of what you all look like, you all can put up you know, a throwback memory, throwback situation, whatever. Talk about your favorite picture or something. So that's what we're gonna do today. Yesterday I did come back on here and I did a video to Terry Hughes apologizing, and he did comment. I'm assuming that it's a guy because his name is spelled Terry, and usually Terry, the girl, is spelled Terri, because I have a cousin named Terry, and that's how she spells it. So anyway, Terry did come back and said that he or she accepted my apology, and that they were sorry as well for saying what they said to me, and that they still love me. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. And again, you know, I just want you all to know that you know, when I start talking, that's just what I do. You know, it's never to offend anybody. It's never. Now I'm gonna be honest with you all. If you all get on here and say y'all are a Trump supporter, I don't care about offending you. Now I'm just gonna be honest about that. And I would just hope that you just keep that to yourself so we can be cool, because that's how much I can't stand this man. And there's been a few Trumpers that have made comments when I've talked about him, and I've gotten rid of them. You gotta go. I don't have nothing to say to you. I don't have much respect for people that support Trump or have voted. You know, your voting is your that's your civil duty, right? But I just don't understand it, and I don't want to hear all the rhetoric about Trump, because I don't have no respect for him. I don't. So I am glad that Terry and I was able to come to amends with that, because I can understand how that triggered him or her, and how I can understand how that made them feel. I do. I understand that, you know. It certainly would have made me feel some type of way if I had saw somebody say that. So I am glad that you and I were able to come to a amends in regards to that, because I don't never want to hurt nobody. That's never my intention. Never, ever, ever, ever my intention. And I'm not here to trigger anything that you have gone through or that you have experienced by me making or me talking in a video, you know. And things do trigger us. I mean, that's just the truth, you know. We do get triggered by different things that happen in our lives. So I certainly understand that, you know. So I'm just glad that we were able to squash it. And I just probably need to be more careful about what I say. But you know, when I get caught up in what I'm saying or how I feel about something, that's what I do. You know, that's what I do. So I'm glad that's over with. And I had to do that video because at the he or she wrote that comment, it just really kind of, you know, it made me feel some type of way. And I'm like, oh my God, you know. And you know, he said or she said, you know, the drowning of their child, you know, changed their whole life, and I'm sure it did. And it's horrible. And like I said, I have empathy and sympathy because I'm a mother and I have a son, you know, and I'm a parent. And you know, I could not. After that comment, I had to come back on because I could not. It's hot in here. I could not. I would not have been able to rest or move forward if I hadn't addressed that. So that's what I'm saying. So moving on to another subject. So I don't know what the title of this video is going to be about, but I'm gonna say this. You know, I don't understand. This is what I don't understand. I'm not in a relationship, right? I'm not married. I'm not trying to be in a relationship with anybody or anything like that. But you know, I work around a lot of men, so I hear men talk about women and about the money they spend and all this and all that, right? So this same coworker I was with yesterday, he gonna tell me that he been dating this lady for a month, and he was like, yeah, and she still won't have sex with me. And I'm like, what makes you think that in a month time you've done that much for her to give you her body? I don't understand that. And I said, you know, if she had given you some sex earlier, you would have been saying, oh, she too easy, and you probably, because he that type of guy. I don't have no, you know, I said, you be saying you don't have no respect for her. I said, you got to make up in your mind what it is you want, you know. And I said, you can't rush nobody to sleep with you just because you took him out on a couple of dates, and you took him to, he said he took her out, he had bought her food, he did this, he did that, he took her to a concert. I said, okay, let's just add up what you've done in a month. And I'm like, you ain't did enough. It's only 31 days in a month. I'm just confused. So he was getting mad at me. And I said, no, I'm just telling you the truth. I said, you over here talking about, you know, she ain't doing this and she ain't doing that, and she won't have sex with you. And so now, you know, he's so mad at her. He kind of like it, he had dropped her now. He was like, I told her, we can't talk no more. We can't talk no more. I said, so you're not going to talk to her no more just because she wouldn't have sex with you. And so he like, yeah, basically. I said, but you didn't even give it a chance. I said, it's only been a month. I'm like, Lord, have mercy, Jesus. And I tell you, he was mad. Then he gonna tell me that he gave a woman $150. And I said, so you gave this woman $150. I said, you think $150 is a lot of money? Yeah, that's a lot of money. $150? I can spend $150 a day. Seriously. Think about how much money you actually spend. If you add up how much you spend on lunch, okay, let's just say you don't take lunch, right? But you may see this, you may see that, you may stop at the grocery store to buy this and that. $150 goes quickly. Real quick. Quickly. It ain't like back in the day when you got $150, that was a lot of money, right? It ain't like that. I'm like, dude. So you think that I'm asking for too much? I said, yeah, you are. You asking for too much too soon. You don't even know this lady. You don't know her. I said, slow down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Get to know her. Date her. Court her. Find out if y'all compatible. I don't understand why everybody want to go to the killing floor. Y'all ever heard that term? The killing floor? I don't understand that. Everybody want to go to the killing floor. Like, boom, bam, right away. Like, come on. I met you. I like you. You look good. I look good. You like me. I like you. We attract each other. Okay, let's have sex. I mean, what is the rush? I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I said, it'd be different if she was somebody that you knew, have known, you know. And it would be different if she agreed, okay, yeah, you know, I like you. I've been liking you for a long time. You know, I want us to get together, and I want us to, you know, I want us to bang or whatever the terms people use or whatever. I said, I can see that. I said, but I think he met her through a mutual person. So he don't really know a lot about it. I said, probably don't even know her favorite color. You probably don't even know her favorite food. You probably don't even know, you don't know if this woman got some psychological problems. You don't know nothing. All you see is ass and tits, and it's like, it's on and popping. Let's get it on. Like Marvin Gaye, you just ready. And this is a big problem with us as adults, especially us that are, past 40. We tend to act, we say we this age, but we're not acting very mature. We're not acting very maturely. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Because you shouldn't be jumping into bed with somebody that soon that you really don't kind of know. Shouldn't be jumping into bed with nobody that soon. Do y'all agree or do you disagree? Now I'm also say this. We listen and we do not judge. I'm not judging anybody who sleep with somebody within a day, 3 days, 3 weeks. That's your body. That's what you want to do. Do you? I'm not telling you that it's right or it's wrong, but I think that you have to do what is best for you. You have to do what is best for you. I mean, if you want to wait 90 days to be intimate with a person, that's what you should do, man or woman. If that's your rule, and if that's how you feel, that's what you should do. But I'm just like, man, I don't know. I don't get it. Sex is it's an intimate thing. You know what I'm saying? You should just be laying down with somebody just because you can lay down with them. I don't get it. I don't understand it. These people. Now you drove all the way through here slow as a duck, and then you gonna get in that lane to turn. Oh, I tell you, people kill me. I don't know. But he was adamant about that, honey. Oh, I hadn't bought her food, I said, okay. I said, that's what you're supposed to do if you're dating somebody. You're supposed to buy them food. And I'm going to tell y'all this, and I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to stay over here. Single, free, drama-free, stress-free, by my damn self. Because I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to be honest 100 with y'all. I cannot deal with no BS when it comes to no relationship or no man. I just can't do it. All the way on the end. It's a shame when you gotta get here to fight for a parking space. Makes no sense. But anyway, child, he was upset. He's like, I think a month is long. I think a month is long enough. I'm like, no, it's not. And me and him was having that argument yesterday. I said, okay. I said, well, he said, so I put her down. He said, what did he say, blowing? He said, yeah, he said, I put her down. I told her, nah, we can't talk no more. I said, well, that's how you feel. Y'all, I put my makeup on before I got here. That's probably why I'm a little late. I said, if that's how you feel, then I said, then do you. I said, but all I can tell you is good luck. Cause I guess my thing is you ain't got that much money. You don't know what I got. He was mad at me. I said you ain't got enough money, and you ain't did that much for no woman in no month time for you to think that you obligated to that. And I said, what happened to you just being a man and just courting and dating? I said, she know when she ready to get it on with you. I said, boy, I tell you. I said, I can't deal. On that. I said, I can't deal with you. Pull my car back because they be swinging these trucks. I don't want them to hit my car. So, once again, in the world of dating, I have decided to be by myself. Seriously. I have decided to be by myself. I need to go ahead and see if my hand work. Because yesterday I punched out and my hand didn't work. I need to go in here and punch in. I feel like I'm gonna tell y'all, I just feel like I don't have a lot of energy today. I really don't. I just don't have, I'm on here, and I'm talking to you all, but I just ain't upbeat. I'm just not. I'm still hurting. I'm still hurting, and I just don't have no energy today. I just don't. I just feel like I'm just dragging. You know, have you ever feel like that? Have you ever had days where you just feel like you're just dragging? I just feel like I'm just dragging. I don't know. I just feel tired today. Got a slight headache. I really, 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 really hope they don't send me back. Well, I don't think they're gonna send us back out there today to do that because they gotta mark the sidewalks. So, I don't know. And I ain't got this nail fixed yet. I had to wait because it was hurting so bad. So another thing I wanted to ask you all, I just want to ask you all's opinion about this, and this is going to be the last thing I'm going to ask you all your opinion about. I kind of sort of want to do a Shein haul. There's a pair of pants that I saw that Nick Technique showed in her video. Listen, if you all like fashion and you like fashion hauls, go over and watch Nick Techniques, okay? Nick, N-I-K, Tech, Techniks, Nick Techniques. She does a lot of fashion. She's still working with Shein. She's still working with Shein. She's still doing, you know, she's still doing hauls with them. So go check her out, and go check her out, and go look at some of her fashion videos. So she had showed a pair of pants that I really want. So I was thinking about buying those pants, and it was something else that I was gonna buy off of there. So I just wanted to ask you you all's opinion. I will say this: I'm not sending any more emails to Shein. I was gonna send it to Shein, the Shein corporate office, but at this point, they ain't gotta send me nothing else. You know, they don't have to send me nothing else, because that way I'm not obligated to list nothing. I'm not obligated to do a video and have it up by a certain time. I'm not obligated, right? And so with that being said, if I do a Shein haul, if I do a haul and it's from Shein, what I want to tell you all is that if you all ask me to list the items that I show you, that I show in a video, I will. If you all don't, I will not. Okay? I did the same thing for Fashion Nova. I did not list anything. When you got to put the links in and you got to list stuff, that takes time, you know. So that's more time. That's more time. That's more stuff that that you've got to do. So, having said that, whatever hauls I do, I'm just gonna get on and I'm gonna do them. If I show you all how to mix and match or how to style different things, that's what it's gonna be. I don't want to be obligated anymore to list clothing and all of that. I don't want to be obligated for that. So if she never says to me, we would like to you to do a fashion haul for us again, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't think I would do it, because I would tell them no thank you, no thank you, because the way that they have played me and they have done what they have done to me, I'm done with them. But if I buy something off of Shein and I show you what I purchase, what I buy, I'm just going to show you what it is. If you all want me to list it, if y'all say, well, Cece, I like this, like that, can you list it so I can get the link because I want to buy it? I'll do that. But I'm not doing all of that. I'm not adding all of them descriptions, all them codes, all them hashtags. I'm not doing it. I'm just not. It takes up a lot of your time. I was looking at when Nick Techniques just put up this video of her. She had all this stuff in the description, because this is what Shein wants her to do. And I'm telling you, the fact that you got to do the haul, show the clothes, okay? Do the haul, show the clothes. Then link the items, the hashtags. Honestly, they want too much. They really do want you to do too much. And they don't pay you. Okay? They don't pay you. They just give you, they send you the clothes, which is that's the trade-off. But, they want you to have it up by this particular time. And I'm going to tell y'all, I like being free. I like being able to do this channel when I want to do it. Not do it because somebody is telling me, well, we need you to put the channel up, and we need you to put the the items up by this time, and we need you to say this, and we need it to say Shein Curve, and we need for it to say Shein this, and hashtag this, and put it over on TikTok, put it over on Instagram. It work you. I'm telling y'all, it work you. Not the fact that you already got to get made up. You already got to put on the clothing. Then, and you got to, show everything, whether it fits or don't. It's like Pretty Nikki. Pretty Nikki, when I first started watching Pretty Nikki put up a video every Monday. Pretty Nikki hardly ever posts now, because ASOS clothes, so she wasn't getting any more clothes from ASOS. She does Shein every once in a while. I'm sure they probably reach out to her and ask her to do hauls for them. She probably says I'm not available to do it or whatever, because she don't be on like she used to. She just kind of backed away from it. You know, she get on, you know, here and there, but it's work. It is work being a content creator. And if that's all you doing, like a lot of people, that's all they do. They just on YouTube and they just work as content creators. But Nick work Monday through Friday like I do. She has a regular job. So it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And honey, her description box was full. I was like, dang. I was like, okay, what? She got the search code, I was like, where's the link to the pants? You know what I'm saying? Because before I could get to that, she had a whole lot of, but this is what they require you to do. And it's so much that they want you to do. And they don't give you a dime. And in order for them to keep sending you stuff, this is what they want you to do. Then they want you to post on TikTok. They want you to post on Instagram. And, whew, girl, it's a lot. And then you work. And she got a husband and a family. It becomes too much. So I did find a pair of pants over there that I liked that she showed. And I put them over in my cart. And I said that I was going to go over there today. And I was going to put some stuff over on my PayPal, you know, where you can break the payments down. So I may do that. I may show you all some stuff. I do want to do a swimsuit haul. Because summer is coming. And I got so many swimsuits already. But I might just take what I already have and show it to you all. Maybe. I don't know. So, we'll see. We shall see. But, yeah, I was just like, wow. I'm like, this is a lot. I'm like, wow. She do a lot over there. A lot. I mean, her page be loaded, honey. I mean, loaded. I'm like, dang. So they want you to do a lot. So it is a lot to do. So I just want you all's opinion. If you want me to do it, I'll go over there and buy the stuff and do a Shein haul. Because in fact, I have I'm gonna finish the Temu haul this Sunday of the shirts and show you all that. But yeah, I'm gonna show you all the I'll show you all the stuff from Temu. And I actually do have a dress from Shein, 2 dresses from Shein, and I never showed them to you all, 3 of them. I never showed them. So I got some t-shirts and I got some other stuff from Shein. And like I said, I just said I wasn't gonna haul it. I was just gonna show it to you as I wear it. So I might still do that. So let me know your opinion about doing the Shein haul. I think in my cart it came up to $120. I can break those payments down and show you all some stuff. So let me know. Well, let me know what you think. Okay, you all, I'm gonna let you go. Have a great Thursday. One more day. Tomorrow's Friday. So have a great day today, and I'll see you all on tomorrow. Okay? All right. God bless. Bye.